Hey folks, welcome back to the channel. Happy Catty Crypto here. So let's talk about Prism Protocol. If you don't know what Prism Protocol is, it pretty much was a yield kind of liquid derivative kind of platform where you can, from what I understand, you can stake your coins through these platforms and then you get rewards in another coin. Which is called C-Luna. So the first product that Prism will launch will be the new C-Luna, an auto-compound liquid staking derivative of Luna. Users will be able to deposit Luna into Prism Protocol and in return receive C-Luna. For those not familiar with an auto-compounding token, at launch 1 C-Luna will be equal to 1 Luna. But as Luna staking rewards are accumulated, C-Luna will continue to increase in value relative to Luna. Similar to other liquid staking derivatives already launched on Terra such as LunaX, Stake and AMP Luna, at the launch of C-Luna we expect there to be a Luna and C-Luna liquidity pool. Now there is another protocol I think that's launching soon as well, which is called Eris Protocol. And these kind of protocols are all the same. When they're a protocol, I think this is kind of what they do, which is this liquid staking derivative. So C-Luna will differentiate itself from other staking derivatives in two key ways. C-Luna has been rebuilt to the ICS-20 token standard, which means it will be transferable over IBC, allowing C-Luna to be utilized across the Cosmos zones that are IBC enabled. We could see C-Luna in Osmosis LPs utilized as a collateral in the new Mars protocol or trading in limit order books on Injective or Kajara protocol, to name just a few protocol use cases. 2. Prism believes it's important that holders of liquid staking derivatives are able to retain their governance power, otherwise as a staking derivative scales it can put too much governance power in centralized hands. Prism V1 was very close to launching proxy governance for P asset holders, and this will be a key development focus post-launch. Now, I'm going to leave a link to this one in the description. Like I said, this is very similar to another protocol that's launching on the Classic blockchain, which is Eris Protocol, and Jimmy Shen, I think his name is. Hang on, Stable Jim. Which is one of the LUNCDAO team members, spoke to me about Eris Protocol and, you know, kind of showing that out there to people. And I like all of these kind of protocols, but we need to be very careful about the borrowing aspect and lending against LUNACLASSIC itself, because I know lending against the blockchain kind of led to where our current situation is. But Prism derivatives could include tokens such as ETH, Sol, AVAX, Atom, Osmos, Juno, and I don't know what that last one is, and I don't know what that one after that is, but we'll say SCRT and INJ. And it's good. It's good to see all these sort of things wanting to come back and use the blockchain, because it shows that it's working. But tread lightly whenever you if you decide to use Prism Protocol or Eris Protocol and things like that. Do your own due diligence, do research, and do try and understand exactly what it is you're using. Okay, it's very important that you always read, you know, the fine lines before you get involved in any kind of cryptocurrency, coin, staking derivatives, especially the liquid kind of staking derivatives like these. So really good to see these kind of protocols utilizing what we have available for them, seeing them come back and sort of seeing dust settle and thinking, wow, you know, they've actually fixed it. Maybe it is worth us coming back, you know, guys. So if people like Prism Protocol are coming back to the blockchain, then, you know, it just goes to show them possibly more things could be coming over to the blockchain. Now, there's a huge thing going around at the moment with Akbar and this whole issue with the marketing team pushing on some kind of merchandise, Rebel merch, and some kind of store and stuff like that. And my opinion of it is how you folks know, but my even stronger opinion is they should be really, as a marketing team, figuring out how, you know, they can onboard new projects and provide runways for projects and marketing the whole idea that we've got this really awesome blockchain, come use our technology. I just don't understand what merchandise is all about right now, other than obviously profiting. But I think the issue being, and you can go over to Akbar's Twitter handle and you can read it for yourself, where Ed actually responds directly saying, you know, I was asked about this whole situation and I said I'm not going to be involved in any kind of profit making. So really good to hear that from Ed. I know Ed's just here to work and actually fix the blockchain as a developer. And, you know, folks, tread lightly, because the marketing team controls the Terra Rebels Twitter handle and a couple of other accounts that are linked to it that you all listen to and trust. So, you know, tread carefully, do your own due diligence, and do understand what is going on, especially if someone like him's leaked, you know, conversations which speak for themselves. Then it's kind of questionable at that point. But at the same time, it doesn't change the movement. You know, Ed's still working, Zardar's still working, I'm still working, Vegas is still working, we're all still working. And I'm working currently with many different projects, and I'm going to be, like I said, I keep saying, but I am going to be doing a Starship update this week, likely tomorrow. I'm just building up all the correct information and making sure we're exactly where we need to be with the information and everything like that. If you don't know this, Lunar Burning Knights did join the blockchain and actually bring their projects, which they launched. They could have launched it on any other blockchain's technology, but they decided to launch it here on our blockchain. And they've been sending burns because they have the initial burn from their mint, and then any, you know, Lunar Burning Knights that are sold on in the future, the creators fees will always be sent to burn. And it's even better. So as you can see, they're making their way up slowly up the board. They're at 16 now with 6.25 mil burn. And what a lot of people need to understand is Lunar Classic really isn't cheap right now. Like, it really isn't cheap right now. Shall I check on my phone? Yeah, I may as well check on my phone, right? Let's go to crypto.com. One of the worst apps to use. People are like, why is he using crypto.com? Okay. £375 per 1 million at the moment. That is not to be sneezed at, you know? It's seriously not to be sneezed at, in my opinion. So we really have come a long way, and Lunar Classic's not cheap. So these burns that people are going to be doing are going to be getting lower and lower and lower, because it's just so expensive now to burn compared to paying, you know, 10, 20 pounds or $30 for a million Lunar Classic. And if you caught it at the bottom, caught it, you know, back in June, you've made an absolute killing, because you've made a 13x, I think. And if you've held way from the beginning when we were on the old chart, you've made even more than a 13x. I figured that out as 18x, because I was trying to figure out exactly how much my initial investment had gone up by. And I hope, like I said, there's one thing you need to keep an eye out for right now. A lot of people delegated their coins, right? So they delegated all of them, okay? So now what we need to keep an eye out for is a lot of people would have chose to undelegate a lot of coins. And what I did is, on the day I delegated all my coins, I undelegated some to have a countdown of 21 days from the delegation date for people who kind of delegated everything and then was like, oh, I don't have any to sell. So then when we get to that actual date, you know, we could see a possible price move downwards, just because there's so many people that will want to take profit all of a sudden. So do keep that in mind, and do remember, once the burn tax happens, there's so many different theories on what could happen, and we need to be prepared for all of them. We're going to be covering that in one more video about, you know, the burn tax and stuff like that. And then we're kind of going to start moving on to different utilities, you know, explaining to people how the blockchain technology works, and explaining to you exactly, we're going to create like a really simple D app. And I had an idea of pretty much making a really simple version of Google Maps, just to show possibly where every single wallet that's ever been created shows up on a location map, and it's drop pins of every single wallet's location creation. I don't know if it's possible to query the blockchain for it, but I thought it was a cool idea to make for, you know, a tutorial for a D app, and we create it from start to finish together and go through the full process of creating it and launching it on the blockchain and utilizing the blockchain's technology through that D app. So folks, remember what I say, okay? I'm never going to DM you These WhatsApp numbers get posted in the comments section are fake. It's not me. Don't message them back. Don't message them. Don't do anything. Just ignore them and stay safe. Okay. Don't trade on emotion. Trade on facts where you can. And if you haven't subscribed here, consider subscribing. Consider being part of the family, part of the huddle, part of the penguin hood. And we'll catch you in the next one.